Okay, so let's continue our analysis of this paragraph about how to do laundry. We talked about the title and the topic sentence. So we'll go into a lot more detail this semester on the next type of sentence that we see in this paragraph, which is supporting sentences. So supporting sentences are the details that provide support, examples, and facts about the topic sentence, about the main idea. So depending what the main idea is, we would expect different types of supporting sentences. For example, if I was writing a paragraph about laundry in my country and laundry in the United States, my supporting sentences would be very different. For example, if I was writing that type of comparison paragraph, I would have some supporting sentences where I describe how we do laundry in my country. For example, I would describe whether we have, I could describe whether we have a washing machine inside our house and apartment, or if we have to go out to a laundromat or something like that. And then I would talk about it in my country, and then I would talk about it in the United States. So I would give some details that way. In this type of paragraph, where we're describing a process, we really sort of just go step by step, and we go in a logical time order. What did we do first? What do we do next? What do we do after that? Okay, and we can see even some of our connecting words like the first and then. Okay, so those are how we write the supporting sentences in this paragraph. So one of the most useful ways to try to think about supporting sentences and make sure you have enough supporting sentences is to use the WH question words in English. So who, what, where, when, how, and why. And you'll have lots of practice with that. But when you are able to answer those questions, you know you're providing a lot of detailed information about your topic sentence, So those are really good supporting sentences. And we will definitely study these in a lot more detail. So there's one more type of sentence in a paragraph, which is the concluding sentence, and that needs to come, of course, at the conclusion, at the end of the whole paragraph. And even within an essay, we do write a concluding sentence to our paragraph, so that we make sure that we wrap it up before we move on to the next topic. So a concluding sentence usually restates or says the main idea of the paragraph again in a different way. We can't just copy the topic sentence. We need to kind of say it again, but in a different way. And then sometimes we make a suggestion, opinion, or prediction. So a suggestion, we could use the word should. An opinion, we could also use the word should. Okay? Or a prediction, we can use the word will. And you can actually even see that in this sentence, which comes right before my suggested spot for a concluding sentence. So we can also use a transition with a concluding sentence. You can see these in your writer's handbook or on page 21 of your book. There's a lot of transition words that we can use before we have our concluding sentence. So that's an important part that we need to include too. Okay, so here's an example of a concluding sentence. Overall, if you follow these steps, you will soon be an expert at laundry, whether you want to be or not. Okay, so here you can see the transition word, overall. You can see a reference to the steps. So it's sort of going back to the main idea without repeating exactly the same sentence structure. And you can see there's another prediction here. You will be an expert at laundry. This last part, whether you want to be or not, is sort of just, I would say that this paragraph is sort of funny. It has a humorous tone. So when I added that to the conclusion, it was more because I wanted to have something that was a little funny. Like, I don't want to be an expert at laundry. I would rather be an expert at I don't know, teaching English. No, I don't know. It's much more interesting than laundry, okay? But I think there's many other things we want to be an expert in, but so that was an example and just a reminder. So here we have, as a review, the title, the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. So hopefully these videos will help you as you begin writing your first paragraph for this class.